Lindsay here in our Kin Outdoor Studio today at the H2O Lifestyle Resort. We have a nice breezy day, so it feels nice and cool for us practicing outside. And we have a strength and balance practice for you today. And we're doing this together because we really want this to be an all-level practice. So Lindsay's going to offer the modified beginner version of the practice, and I'll offer more advanced version. So you can find your place anywhere within that. So let's begin standing at the top of our mat. And we're just going to begin with our half moon pose. So ground your feet down and take an inhale and stretch your arms up overhead. And you can gaze upward between the hands and then glue the palms together and interlace your fingers, releasing the index finger, crossing the thumbs. So we'll use this first stretch just to really stretch and open up the body. So lengthening up on the inhale and stretching up and over to the right on the exhale. And feel that opening through the whole left side body. Press down firmly through the feet. And then inhale back to center and exhale over to your left. Good. Breathe in, come back to center. We're going to take a tiny back bend here, so press down a lot through the feet. Inhale, reach the fingertips to the sky, and then take a little tip back. Think about lifting your sternum skyward. And then come back to center. We're going to do that one more time just to really open up through the side waist. Inhale, reach up, exhale over to the right. Make sure your neck is free of tension, your chin's lifted off the throat. Inhale through center. Exhale over to your left. Inhale through center. A little up and back. Stretch the fingertips high. And then exhale through center and just slide the palms down in front of the heart. Close your eyes for a moment. Let the shoulders settle down away from the ears. And then slide your hands down your legs just above your knees, bending the knees just forward and back. Just loosen up your low back here and your knees, your ankle joints. And we're gonna move through some breath just to release any stuck energy here. So let's lower down into chair pose, take the arms up overhead, and then exhale to stand. And inhale, lower down, and exhale to stand. Exhale. So building some heat and some energy in the legs, right from the feet up, and in the lungs with the breath. Deep inhale and exhale. Optional. We can pick it up here a little bit and leap off of the yoga mat. Lindsay's gonna keep her feet grounded. I'm gonna take a few hops, so hop with me if you like. Little hop, nice quiet landing. 3 more, 2, and 1. Stand. Just shake out the legs and the arms. Loosen up. We're gonna move into our first standing posture, our awkward series or chair series. So separate the feet below the hips. Take the arms out from the shoulders, take an inhale here. And as you exhale, move your butt back in space. Lower down onto your seat. So you can be a little higher up as if you're sitting on a stool, or you can be a little lower if you're sitting on a chair or a bench. So feel the arm bones really plug back and down. Feel a little bit more weight into the heels. You can even pick up your toes and then set them back down. Long breathing in and long breathing out. We have 2 sets of each standing posture. Good, press through the feet, come all the way up. And you can feel a little bit of fire in the legs already. And let's move into our second part. We're lifting the heels up so we get a little taller. Heels are high, and then bend the knees, let them slide forward as you come down with more of a flat back. So we're working on keeping the chest back, shoulders stacked over the hips. A little wobbly, that's all right. Breathing here. We can feel this work wrapping around the tops of the thighs. We're only a few minutes into practice and feeling some warmth already. That's that deep power warmth building from the inside out. Stand and lower the heels. And third part, we're gonna pigeon toe the feet and bring the knees together. So if there's any knee issues at all, you're gonna hug the knees together and just come down a few inches. Otherwise, if you can come into a deeper flexion here with knees pressing together, then you can almost come down into a squat, but we're not gonna drop to the heels. We're gonna come up into this work zone. So the lowest point is hips in line with knees. And then really lift the heels. Breathe here. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Digging deep for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up we go and arms down. And just shake it out. Okay, we're moving right into a second set. We'll move through it a little bit quicker. And then we're gonna move through a sun salutation after that just to get our bodies moving a little bit more. We'll use that as a transition to move through each standing posture. So second set, arms come out. Inhale, lower down into your first chair. Exhale. And go ahead and use this opportunity in the second set to move a little deeper, to come into your full expression, feeling super strong in your body, super balanced. Good, and let's stand. Second part, lift the heels. And down we go. Sliding down an imaginary wall. The chest stays back as much as possible. Tummy muscles squeeze in to help support the spine, to help keep us upright. Feel the arches of the feet for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up we go, heels down. And third part, pigeon toe your feet a little. Start to hug the knees together. Inhale, exhale, down you go. So find your point that you can hold sustainably and even enjoy. Yoga is meant to be enjoyed. Hips in line with knees at the lowest point, heels as high as they'll go. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press up and shake out the arms. All right, let's take a sun salutation here. Arms go high, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway up. Exhale, fold, step back, downward dog. Just open up the back body here, pedal the heels, shift your hips around, turn your head left and right. And we're gonna inhale forward to a plank pose. Either lower the knees or keep them lifted, chaturanga, elbows in, yoga push-up. Inhale, lifted cobra or upward dog. Exhale, back, downward dog. And then looking to the hands, step or hop your feet forward. Lift and lengthen the heart and fold in. Roll to standing or reverse swan dive. Reach all the way up and exhale, hands return to heart center here. And release the arms. Next, we're moving into eagle pose, Garudasana. So let's take our arms up overhead, inhale. And let's begin by wrapping the right arm underneath the left. Right elbow under left, and we might just hook here at the elbows, touching the shoulders and hanging onto the shoulders. We might be able to grab the thumb, or some of us can actually wrap our wrists and start to work our palms together here. So be wherever you need to be for your shoulders and your arms. Now soften up your knees, and let's take the right leg up and over the left. We can touch a toe down for balance here, or we can wrap and hook the toes around the standing calf. And let's all practice sitting down a little bit lower and then lifting the heart slightly. Taking the elbows up off the chest and pressing the hands away from the forehead to feel that sweet opening between the shoulder blades. And send your breath there in behind the heart. Long breathing in and long breathing out. Good, let's unravel. Plant your right foot down, take the arms high, inhale. We'll move right into the left side. So left arm goes under the right. Same thing, just adjust and find your arm positioning that's best for you. And then soften the knees and take the left leg up and over the right. Touch a toe down or hook your toes around the standing calf. Shift the weight slightly back into your standing heel and then lower your seat. Remember, the elbows can lift slightly off the chest, the hands press away from the forehead, and we breathe here. And a nice active grip here through the arms and the legs, so we're really binding up our limbs. And in every posture, we really want to balance effort and ease. So there's some effort in this pose for sure. Where's the ease? Find your breath, soften your face, your gaze. Even smile a little. And let's unwind. Inhale, moving right into the second set. Exhale, arms and legs together. Second set, right arm under left, right leg over left. Lower down. Hug the navel in. Breathe. Full expression, whatever that is for you. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unwind. Breathe in, reach high, and left side, last side here. Wrap it up. Down we go. Inhale. Exhale, feel that nice tall spine. We're almost creating a straight line from our fingertips through our elbows, our top knee to our standing big toe. All right, well done. Unwind, inhale. Let's move right into a sun salutation. So arms up, stretching to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, step or hop back. Plank pose, inhale forward, chaturanga, knees or no knees, you choose. Inhale. Exhale, back. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Lengthen the heart halfway. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, hands to heart. We're gonna come into standing head to knee pose. So just step back a little bit on your mat so you've got some room in front and behind. And we're gonna begin by shifting the weight into the left foot and pulling the right knee into the chest. So the balance begins here, standing on one leg, and this might be as far as you go today. Start to really just practice rooting and grounding down through your standing foot as you stir up the shin and plug that thigh into the chest. And some of you will stay here, or you'll take your grip underneath the ball of your foot. And you might just remain here, rounded spine, thighs hugged in close, or we can begin to kick and extend that heel forward. If the leg's coming out in front of you, it's okay if there's a bend in the knee. If you're starting to work towards straight knee, then loosen up your grip a little bit in the wrist, start to soften the elbows around the calf, and even take the gaze to the shin, maybe to the knee, eventually forehead drops to knee. Okay, excellent. Let's release gently with as much control as you can, right foot down. And let's change sides. Shift the weight into the right foot. Let's pull that left knee in. Find our balance on our other leg, which can feel a little bit different. We have a nice breeze challenge out here today. And then stay here if this feels good, or continue on with me. Hands stir up underneath the ball of the foot, fingers and thumbs wrapping under the foot. And we can begin to extend this leg forward, maybe with a bend in the knee. We might be able to kick it out a little more straight. Remember, keep scooping and hugging your abs towards your spine. Staying nice and secure around our center, around our core. Soften the grip in the wrists. Take the gaze towards the knee, maybe. forehead towards the knee. And for some of you, you might have your forehead on your knee. Okay, excellent. Let's release. Left foot down. Whew. Yeah. And shake out the standing foot. Sometimes that's a lot of work in the foot, the standing foot and ankle. You can feel that little explosion when you release. Okay, slightly different variation on the second set. So let's shift the weight again into the left foot and pull our right knee in. And then from here, everyone take your left hand onto your hip and start to draw the right knee open to the right. Okay, so think hip bones pointing forward still. I'm just opening up my leg to the right. And we can stay here balancing, or some of us are gonna take a big toe grip. And some of us are gonna start to kick out to the right. Maybe with a bent knee, maybe it's working straight. Lift the chest really proud wherever you are. So even for Lindsay, she can add this challenge with the arms. So we're gonna take the left arm out to the left. And if you want a little more, then you'll start to look over that hand. You might fall out of the pose, just come back in. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, come on back through center, and 1, release. Oh. Good, one more side. Shift the weight into the right foot. Take your left knee in. Standing tall. Steady your standing foot. Take the right hand onto your hip. Keeping the hip bones pointing forward, just start to externally take that left knee out to the left. And stay here, or take your toe grip, wrapping your index and middle finger around your big toe, and then beginning to kick out. Whew, chest is lifted. Keep that standing foot working, and maybe extend the right arm to the right, and a little more if you'd like, and you can take the gaze over the right hand. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center, nice. Good, let's do a few letting go breaths here in between poses. So take the arms up overhead as we inhale, and then like heavy ropes, wrap it out of the fingertips. Again, inhale, inhale, inhale. 2 more. 1 more. Excellent. And we're gonna come into dancer's pose next. That's gonna feel really good to kind of counterbalance the last pose we did, because we're gonna open up the hip flexors now instead of a deep flexion there, and stretch out the quads. So let's take the arms up overhead, inhale. We'll start on the right side. Lower your right arm down your side, keeping your palm open and your thumb pointing back behind you. Now shift the weight into your left foot and try and catch your right ankle on the inside, keeping that positioning with the hand so that you keep your right shoulder externally rotating. And then bring the knees closer together. Start to give a kick into the right hand, and as you kick that foot up, you can begin to tilt the chest forward. Right? You don't have to come all the way forward, just find your balance. If you have a wall close by and balance is a challenge today, just hang onto a wall with your left hand so that you can move through this posture still. Otherwise, some of us are gonna kick a little higher, take the toes upwards, reach the top arm forward. And there's so much going on in this posture. We're opening up the chest, we're in a back bend, we've got hamstring flexibility down the standing leg, strength and balance. Holding here for 5, 4, open it up a little more, 3, 2, 1, release. Let's do the other side. Inhale, arms high. Lower the left arm down, palm is open. Remember, thumb stays pointing back. Shift the weight into your standing foot, right foot, and try to catch your ankle on the inside. Maybe working the hand down towards the top of the foot. Bring the knees a little closer together. Inhale, exhale, start to kick back and up into your left hand. And feel the tension down the left arm. Find your spot. And just check in with your knee. Make sure you're not hyperextending the knee, but even a little micro bend can help to really increase the strength building. You might feel a little shake or wobble. That means your muscles are working hard. Find the ease with your breath, with your smile, with a soft gaze. Deepen the posture if you can, holding 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Let's move into a second set. Right into it. Inhale, arms high. Lower the right arm. Let's move into right side first. Okay, so go ahead. Right into your full expression. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Inhale, exhale, left side. When you're ready, kicking back and up, tipping forward, reaching forward, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's do a sun salutation. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, step or hop back. Plank pose, inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Upward dog or lifted cobra. Child's pose for a moment, stretch out your low back. Lower the forehead to your mat, even keeping the hips moving side to side. Excellent. From here, walk your hands backwards towards your knees and tuck your toes under at the back of your mat. We're gonna flip onto the feet and come into a squat. So we're gonna keep working into the low back here before we finish up with our standing postures. Take your feet a little wider. You can even bring your heels to the edges of the mat and let the toes open up off the edge. Good, so options. We can be right down here, or Lindsay might modify by coming up a little bit. You can rest your elbows or forearms on your thighs. Otherwise, come on down, but really keep your feet involved here. So try not to forget about the feet. Let's press down evenly through all 4 corners. If you can, bring the hands together in front of the heart. Use the elbows to guide the knees apart. Lift the chest between the shoulders so you've got more of a flat back or extended spine. Close your eyes and breathe. Let's release the hands down, send the hips up, head goes down, and heel toe your feet back onto your mat. Just one set there, just to release the hips and the low back. Let's roll to standing, everyone, rolling up like a rag doll. Feeling the spine just click, click, click its way all the way up, and then take the arms up out of the shoulders. Plant the palms together, interlace your fingers, release the index finger, you can cross your thumbs, and we're moving right into our warrior 3 balance. So we're gonna step our right foot forward, peel off the toes of the left, start to super engage the core and the belly as we tip down. And we're working towards parallel, but we don't have to be there right away. Another modification here is to actually take the arms out from the shoulders like cactus arms, or even bring them in closer to your core and your center. Okay, so you might try that. This is a little more load on the back, so we need to really engage if you've got the arms extended forward. And biceps are with the ears. Imagine someone's playing tug of war with your body, pulling your fingers forward and your toes back. Lengthening in all directions, including down through the standing leg foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, step it back, 1. Right foot meets the left. And we'll move right into the other side, so arms up, inhale. Step forward with your left foot. And let's hinge at that left hip as we tip down. Engage your belly. Here we go, reaching forward, reaching back. Find your long line. Any arm variation that suits you. Try your best to keep your right hip bone pointing down. Try to keep your back leg lifted in line with the hip. Hold here. Press down through standing foot for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step back. Arms down. Give those shoulders a rest. Let's move through a second set with a little add-on. Inhale, arms up. Step your right foot forward. Tip into warrior 3 right away. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, standing split stretch from here, 1. The hands come down towards the floor. You might even use some blocks here if you've got something close by. Drop the forehead in, keep working that back leg high so you can have a bent knee as Lindsay's showing here, or you can straighten out the leg. And you can keep your hands plugged into the floor, into the yoga mat, or you can practice balance and take one hand onto the ankle, maybe the other one. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we need to reverse everything. This is tough work. Dig deep with me. Lift the chest up, hands can come to heart, and then press all the way to stand. Right foot meets the left. One more side, inhale. Step forward with your left foot. Tip into warrior 3. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down into standing split stretch. Drop the forehead in, lift that back leg as high as you can. Bend your standing knee if you need to. And then you can play again with a little balance, one hand and the other over the ankle. Keep that back leg working its way skyward. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse. Hands to heart, chest comes up, and step the feet together. Shake out the arms. Let's do one more vinyasa flow, and then we're gonna finish off with tree pose. Inhale, forward fold, exhale. Lengthen halfway, inhale, step or hop back. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. And step or hop the feet forward. Lengthen halfway and fold. Roll or reverse swan dive all the way up. Hands to heart. Okay, let's reground with tree pose. Lindsay, shift the weight into the left foot. Take the sole of the right foot to the inner ankle so we can be pretty close to the floor here, close to the ankle, below the knee joint or up above. You can help that foot up into the inner line of the leg. Just make sure you're not pushing into your knee joint. Bring the hands together in front of the heart and stand up as tall as you can on your left leg. Think about lacing up that outer hip, lifting up through the crown of the head, while at the same time relaxing the shoulders down the back. There's that ease. And we can stay here, or we can take the arms up overhead, coming into more of an exalted tree, reaching our branches up. Good, and then bring the hands back down through heart center. And let's release the right foot down. Feel free to shake out that left foot. Shift the weight into the right foot. Let's go other side. So sole of the foot to the, just above the ankle, below the knee, or hike it up. Stand up really nice and tall. Long breathing in and out, feeling connected and rooted here. It's a little earth energy in this tree pose. And as we root down into the earth, we stretch the arms to the sky. And slowly bring the hands back down. And go ahead and lower your left foot down. Good. One more set. Adding on with toe stand for fun. If you want, you can play with it with me. It's always a practice for me too. Let's take the arms up. Oh, sorry, yeah? Yeah,
Go
take
ahead.
the arms up.
Yeah.
Inhale and then hands to heart. Exhale. Extra breath there, huh? Take the right sole of the foot to the inner ankle below the knee or up above the knee. If you're gonna play with toe stand, then bring your foot up on top of your thigh to the hip crease. Okay, so the knee will start to point down here. The sole of the foot is up. And then hands placed together in front of the heart. All right, so tree standers, you can either take the arms up overhead and come into a second set of exalted tree, or we can start to soften the standing knee. We're gonna work our way down into a squat, which might seem crazy. We could use blocks here to come down maybe halfway. Maybe we pause here. We can use our fingertips, which I will do, down in front. Finding balance on the ball of the left foot. And then trying to sit up tall, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just as gently as you moved in, we will slowly move our way out. And release. One more side, okay? Left sole of the foot to the inner ankle, up above the knee joint or up on top, in front of the hip crease. Please be mindful of your knees. So either stretch your branches upward, arms go up, or we start to sit down and soften the standing knee. Usually feels a little different one side to the other. Balance, hold, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Shake out the legs, shake out the arms. We're gonna finish off with just a few more letting go breaths here. Okay, so we're gonna take the arms up overhead as we inhale. And as you exhale, bend your knees and fold your belly and chest to the thighs, sweeping the arms back and up behind you and just folding the forehead in. And then sit down again. Inhale, reach the arms high, lengthen the legs. Exhale. Start to let the breath fall out of the mouth. So really start to release a nice hot breath, and then anything else that you want to release. So any stuck energy, any tension, any stress in the body or the mind, you can really start to release it here through the arms and through the breath. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's land here, hands above head, palms facing down over the crown. Close your eyes very slowly as if your palms are floating through water. Begin to press the hands down over the crown of the head, in front of the face, over the throat and the heart space, over the belly, all the internal organs, over the hips, our root. Turn the palms forward and then continue to just slide the hands down the legs, coming into a little fold, releasing any tension in the low back around the feet and the ankles. And then roll your way back up. Hands just floating up into prayer. With the eyes closed, bring the awareness to the body and bring the attention to the final few breaths right here. That completes our standing strength and balance posture class.
Beautiful practice.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining. Thanks for joining. Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here. If you're enjoying what we're sharing, please give us a like, and you can also subscribe to this channel below. And if you want to follow us along on this journey, you can find us at kin.co or on Instagram at kinsight.